Grand. I started it. Alright, so I want to do a logo for satin. Satin, we're not doing anything that has to do with a symbol. This logo is going to be a word mark, so that I will also do kerning. You understand? Kerning. You guys should feel free to talk and stop whispering, please.
Word mark is
Word mark is a type of logo. You were not in the first class. Words. Combination of words. That's word mark. Then you have a symbol. So that's why I say we are not doing any symbol thing here. Because symbol, you may not like the symbol satin. So let's just do word mark. And doing word mark, we're going to choose a font that also makes sense. So let's type satin. Okay, I'll duplicate it. If you are working with artboard, it's good that you do all your things artboard by artboard. You understand? Where you started, how you started, like process. You get. First of all, let's also change this satin to a small letter. Title case, where the S is capital and T is capital. So, as in, I want to have two versions of it. Are you getting it now? So now I move to the next phase. That's what I'm saying. You move, show your process. The next phase now, this is logo design, but I'm doing it in a very fast way, because it's not the class. Then the next phase now, I want to search for fonts that will make sense. And because, let's say for instance now, I want to do a colorful brand that is fun. For instance, this cowbell we just saw, and that is fun brand, and they are always fun. They use fun to advertise all their things and all that. So let's use a very colorful brand. And so if we are using colorful brand, it also has to do with the font too. The font should be funny, you get. So I want to use a funny font. I have two in mind now. I'm going for one of them, Cocon Bold. So this is one of them. Then I have Comic Sans. Okay, so because the brand is going to be playful, I don't need accuracy. Like, you see how the font is bending. Anything that is catching font is always catching font with everything, including fonts. It is when you are saying this is it violates kerning. Yes, very true. And all that. But we're going to kern this logo because it's a logo that is going to be used continuously. Every other thing may not be kerned, but the logo first. So okay, let's say for instance now I'm looking at this satin on the capital case. I don't like the Comic Sans, so let me try the Comic Sans on a small case. You get, so satin. You get the idea now. So everything I'm doing with escape is to escape from typing, so take note of that. So I think I like it like this. It's preferable when it is small letter in Comic Sans. But if I also look at this, I'm seeing some excellence in it, meaning this thing is not really fun much. It's nice, but it's not showing some fun. Comic Sans is giving me that fun I want. There's a lot of decency here than here. So I think I want to discontinue with Cocon and continue with satin. So now I need to move to the next phase of this what is it called now, logo. So I'm going to kern. There's too much space apart from the sa and tin, so I have to reduce that space, and I come here. I think I need to pull down this, take it to -50. As you are moving it, you are seeing -100. Everything is moving, but I will later gonna adjust it, but I'm looking at it like it's still far apart, so let me use -200. It's close a bit now. So I want to act on the letters individually. Okay, so I go into the letters. Let's say I highlight the I and R, and you see Alt key and your arrow key to the right or to the left will help you do that number reduction, but you are seeing what you are doing. So if I hold the Alt key, sorry, I selected the space. God. Oh, it's not working. What's happening? Okay. I think I have to select the word alone without the space. Okay, so you see what I'm doing now? I have removed, I've separated it a bit from the point where it was, from the congestion where it was. So now I want to still bring back this one. I'm using the back arrow, like removing the space there. You're noticing what is happening here. 340. Let me use my mouse, please. You're noticing what is happening here now. It's reducing as I'm reducing the space. I think it's at this point it's okay for me. So I do the same thing to this T. Select the words and move forward. Move the letters forward. I get it now. Let's say I'm okay, but I'm not okay. Let's say I'm okay from here. Let me get another version. Now in this version, this is purely logo design. There's something I need to do now. I will take a box. This is something I said in the next class, in the last class, that I will just take a box from here to here. You see, I zoom close to achieve what I wanted. I want to get the measurement here. What is this? Why is this thing like this? Okay, I'm coming. It's moving per point, so I want to remove it. Snap to point. Snap to pixel. Snap to pixel, I saw it, so let me add snap to points back. When it's moving, like it's moving from one point to another, and when you want to move it to another point, that's jump where you want it to be. It's snap to pixel. You understand? So I removed it. It was checked before. Let me check it again. View. Look at. It's moving per block. That pixel is block. Remember the last class. It's per each block, so it's moving per each block, and I don't like it. I want to move it. I want to have control over the movement, so I go and remove it from snap to pixel. Now it's free, so I can just no, I've removed it from pixel to nothing. I get it now. So I've gotten this space here, so I duplicate it, and first of all I remember that this is a curved edge meeting here, so this is not my problem now. The straight ones are not my problem now. The ones that is my problem. Okay, there's no, all these ones are straight, so that means I have to take note of the straightness.
The distance is smaller.
The distance is more, I know. Okay. I'm coming to that. Okay, let's say here to here, because of the bent areas in this place. Let me even remove it a bit. Okay. It's actually touching this. So let's say I like it at this point, like this amount of breathing space. It may not be accurate, but that amount of breathing space. Let's try it here. You see that this one is wider. I get it now. So this one is wider, so I'll have to count this one. Just at the open space there, Alt, and bring it back in a little, escape, and adjust that my rectangle to know the breathing space is okay here now. It's similar to that one. I get it now. Okay, so if that's okay, that this is the breathing space here, and for the curved edge, why I think that this one is okay is because there's more space here. You understand? So this one, it's okay like this. It's obvious. So let me remove all the guides. Which coverage? No. I think it's okay. Okay, you mean this one? Here. Let's see. Because the T is curved at that point. It's a good suggestion. There's much breathing space here. If we try it and it doesn't gum too much, then we might need to use ordinary. No. Let's see. I think it's too much now. So we cannot. Let's undo. No. It will not agree to move that way. I have to calculatively do it. That will be in the next section. So let's say in this section now, I have con. But in the next section now, I really want to bring these two together. The best thing to do is, because this thing is going to be a logo permanently. So I need to adjust it permanently. Are you getting the idea? If you are still in text mode is that this object is still editable. It will not give you that room like what you are seeing. So I want to adjust this thing 1-1. That's what I want to achieve. I want to adjust it 1-1. So what we used to do here is to convert it. Expand it. You get, expand the text. There's also one conversion like that. I'm coming, please. Sorry, create outlines. These are the ones I use, but you can also use expand. Let me use create outline. That's one I use mostly, and I will show you what I mean by that. First of all, I have the original version. Now these outlines I created, you notice that I cannot edit this text again. It's not editable again. You will see that there's no feature of saying that this is a text. It's no longer a text. It's not bitmap. It's curves. In CorelDRAW, convert to curve. What did I do? I create outlines from it. Control Shift O.
It changed to group.
It has grouped it now, so I can ungroup it and handle the objects individually.
So is that break text apart now?
It's break text apart, but it's no longer text.
Okay, now convert to curve.
Convert to curve. That's what I said here now.
Okay.
You understand? So now I will handle these objects individually, but I'm so interested in this. I hold on Shift O, in this space between SAR and team. Are you getting it now? I'm so interested in this space. I feel it's too much. So let's say now I'm okay at this point. Watching the original and this now. Okay, and now let's say this is my logo. Okay. Let me do some more fun to the logo so it will look really fun. I can just add outline. I'll group it first. I'll add outline. You notice the outline, Abi? I change the fill color to white. Yes, we are dealing with Photoshop, so stroke. I put the stroke. I go to the stroke and make it an external stroke. You know that, although we'll teach you that later. The stroke here, I want it to apply and from the edges where the S starts from, and not from the inside. This one is the inside. It will apply inside. Here, align stroke to the midpoint. The stroke will start from the midpoint, some part of it into the design, into the object, some part outside the object. You get? But in this option, it enters inside, no part outside. While in this option, everything outside. And this is the one I'm looking for. Are you getting it? So let me not spend time on this too much. Let me ungroup. Now these things are fighting each other, so I need to move it apart again. So this might mean to me like another kerning again. Okay. And because it's a font logo, it doesn't need to be perfect, but it still needs to be a little bit on the better side. So let's say this is the logo now, for instance, and I group it back. Okay, phase 2, color. So let's pick a color first. I'm drawing a box so I can go and get colors. Let's pick a color. Satin. What is this brand into? So we can go.
Okay,
No.
This one is into style of picnic.
Picnic.
Children's milk now.
The children's milk. And that means we'll be limited to use blue. Blue.
No, not the brand. This one is the class brand, not the brand. The brand is the local one. This one is blue. You are selling meat now. This children's milk. No, yellow. And white is yellow.
Okay, guys, remember that. Okay, so let's say this blue color. Okay, that's blue color. So here I want to remove the. Okay, before I remove the outline, let's find the complement of this color. So if we select the color, we double click here. Here, I see in that place. If you select the color, double click here, then we'll come to this point where we have the HSBRGB. The H is what? Q. What value is there? And then you just easy with my way. 197. So we're going to add the 180 plus 180. Anyway, I made a mistake. I was supposed to duplicate. Let's go back again. So go to plus 180. And instead of pressing enter, let me press tab. Let's even add, no, let's minus, because it's looking as if 180 plus 180 is, 197. Let's minus 180. So you see the color that I arrived at.
Okay.
I believe that's how this color entered cowbell. You saw this color in cowbell this thing, okay, so we have this color 17 at 17 degree. Okay, so we are gotten these two colors. So the next thing is I need to find the shades of this color. Let me delete these guys. Thank you for coming. I need to find the shades of this color. So here in if I go back to the color again, you will notice this rectangle here. When you change a bit, like when you go forward or anywhere at all, or let me say go down, you will notice that something has changed. So that should be your guide. This is the original color. This is the one that has changed. Are you getting it now? So I need a lighter version of the color, because I just got a lighter version of the color. So
you move manually like this?
Yeah, manually like that. And you can also take note of the numbering, but I'm using my eyes now. Okay, I do the same for this. Double click is what I'm doing to get that. I got a lighter version of that color. You notice it, there's a slight change. Okay, then I duplicate again, and this time around I think I need to make obvious this version of this color. Okay, if I'm okay there, I do the same here. This one will come somewhere there. Okay, like that. So these are the three colors I've gotten for this brand. It's the same color but shades of the two colors. Okay, so when you go online, you can go and find the name of the color. But the most important thing for you to take note of is that all these colors have their unique numbering. Their unique numbering cuts across any application. Then if you open any application program, if you type in that number, that color will come out.
That number that shows you.
That number will bring out the color. Let's get the number. To get the number, you just go back to that same place again. That's the number there.
This
27AA E1. That's the code. It's called the Hex Code. Let me copy it first and I'll come and write it. So hold on and type. Let me use a different font. Let's say, which font can I use now? Myriad. Timothy Alpha, are you listening at all? So that's the color code of that color. Let me just pick it in the color. Then to get this one too, I will not do for others, I only do for these two. If you are doing your own in the class, you can do that. I just copy. It's always active. So once I just open it, I just copy and come here and paste it. Okay. That's the code of the color.
What about this? Like to get this other color sheet, if I've gotten this one, can I check this number the way it was like this one? If it's doing that same shade of this other color.
I don't understand.
This is orange now. When you take it lighter, it shows some figure changes.
Yeah, it changes it.
Can I copy like this figure?
You don't need all those figures. don't need all those figures. This is the only one that guides you. All these ones, they are too much to cram. You understand? They are too much to cram. So this one is the shortest so far. That's why it's called a hex code. Okay, let me write it so that for those of you that with a hex code. Yes, that's what it is. You get it now? Okay, so if we have gotten the colors now it's time to apply it in design. So let's first of all apply it in our logo. Bring our logo guy here now and start. Okay, first of all, we're using two colors. Alright, so let's make the background take it down. I'm trying to take it down. Shift, Control Shift, and this bracket. I see this bracket. No, to take it down in the layer.
That's some design to bring other and that.
I just created a box, but it was sitting on top of the, so to bring it below so that this stuff. So here, let me take the color. Open bracket takes it down. Close bracket takes it up. You understand? So I pick up the color here. To pick up a color in AI, to copy color is I for eyedropper. You understand? So if I just press I pick up a color. Not just color, it picks up with the property. You see that one does not have outline, and this one came with outline. So it has picked up both the color, the outline properties, and drop it here. So then, actually, what I used to do, this is a sharp class, not even a logo class. So this one now, I will change the stroke color. Yes, the stroke color. I want to change the stroke color. So I come here. See where we have stroke, we have it. So I will change the stroke color. Double click. Stroke color. Let's change the stroke color to white. White doesn't need any code, but it is FFFF. Okay. Then the fill color to that blue. So I could just type the code 27AA. Are you seeing the code where I'm typing it from? E1 and press enter. Gives you that color.
What about if I just click outside the box? Maybe pick the way correct Photoshop.
Photoshop does that, but this AI does not have that. So you see what it has done now. So now I have, first of all, a monochrome of the color. That's a monochrome version of the color. That's one color of the version of the logo, and one version anyhow color. Then let me move it to this side. Something is happening there. I really need to expand that this thing. But let me leave it like this first. There's a lot to teach before we get to. Okay. So the next one now, I'll copy the other color. So I go there, pick up the other color, and you can already see that the blue is sitting fine. It's complementing fine on that color, but we are still looking monochrome. So let's go change the color. I cannot be able to change it if I don't see that code. Select the color, double click on it. The code is E05C. This is the color I'm copying. You can see 27. And click OK. So it's doing well. I think we should just bring the two together. And just stay together. I get it now. Now, there's something I want to do to this logo. I want to expand it. Object, expand, appearance. The reason is because if you don't expand something, let me show you this one. I don't know, let me show you the black and white. If you don't expand something in AI, when you increase it, you will notice that the, what is it called, the outline is reducing. Are you getting it? Shade it has reduced now. It's no longer as thick as it was when it was small. And the same thing when you reduce it, the outline will be so thick. So I want to expand it, so I don't want that thing to be happening. So that's what expand will help you to do. So let me have another version here that I've expanded, in case if I want to go back to the unexpanded. So this one now, I'll go and expand appearance. So now if I increase it, it will still be the same thing. You understand? And if I reduce, yeah, it's still the same thing. I experienced it when I reduced these objects together. I experienced that it was compressing, so that's why I had to come up with it. So this is the version that is expanded. Okay, now time to gradient these two things together. I'd simply draw a box out, and let me copy a color first so that we will know that it's there. Then go and select the gradient tool. That's it there, G. Click on the box. By the time you click on the box, you need to locate the panel. You can go to the windows and arrange for vertically G gradient. It will come out. So this point is showing you the white point, and this point is showing the black point. You see that the color we put before has thrown away. So we need to guide ourselves now on putting the color. This light part now, if I select the light part and come here, this is exactly what is selected here. If you see that, you can control it here. You can control the dark part here. You see it here. So you are seeing what's going on. So I have control over it. So here now, if I select the white point, I can come and change the color. But what I like to do is, because I want to be copying the color, if I select that point, it's active here, it's active here. I use the eyedropper, color picker. Get, it's also called eyedropper, color picker, and pick the color. You understand? Select this point. So the color picker is still active. Pick this color. Then create a point where I can put the mid-tone. You understand? By clicking on any portion of it, you create another point. Still use the color picker. Select this one. So I have the gradient of this color. The first time you select in class today. So I have the gradient of this color here. How far? Should we still continue?
Continue.
No, we continue and you sleep off. Sir? Yes. Yes. I'm coming to that. Okay, so let's move this one here and do the same thing here. So over here, I pick up this color here. Over here, just not following. Over here, I pick up this color. Do you see? Notice the gradient. This one for this side, this one for this side, this one for this
side. But it's not obvious in this one.
There is. They are very close, because they are very close. Are you getting it now? Okay, so let's do a design. What do you say satin is into again, sir? Okay, so let's do a design for service.
This one is general brand. I think we can link to this.
Let me copy the gradients of that color. I think I like the blue more. So automatically it has already applied the gradient as background. Exactly. You're sleeping at time. I drop to pick up color. So let's apply pattern first. Very important. The design don't start with Shift B. Go back to texture. not used it, that's why. When you use it, it becomes part of you. I told you that you learn shortcut by making use of it. Hmm? Okay, I now hear what you talk, like embed it. I've embedded it now. Are you okay? Okay, so I copy that part. What I'm doing here in Illustrator, you cannot know it. I've never done before. I just copied the button of it. So I'll give you a practicing. You get now. I've missed it. This is what I was trying to achieve. Let me first of all put my logo. I'm forgetting to expand this one. So okay, I didn't do that, Abby. I will get one for that. Mix the two colors. Original milk. For infants.
Natural man cow breast milk. This sorry boy that team boy team boy team. I can't have attacking you.
I reduce the size of the font now. Which one is Ken again? I know. Look at it here. Full stop and comma. Is in what is it called? Microsoft Word.
Why do you go to full stop and comma?
Control Shift. Full stop and comma. So if I want to do leading now, remember leading, the space between lines. Down arrow, just like kerning is left and right arrow. So leading is down. It's not 3 words. It's working now.
Yeah, it's leading, but
Spacing, grouping.
spacing down.
Know what you're trying to say. Okay, so let's say original milk. No, I didn't do that. But I was going to get a 2. How did I get yourself? Okay.
Man, these are not good. I don't monitor the milk business. These are laundry. This one is sure.
I'm coming. I'm looking for something.
Ashton.
All this shit.
With the color of white, and then come. And then the color of white.
White when it comes. But I did see some dark. No, I can't change this particular type of color. The one I would have changed. I did not import that one.
That one is on which format?
This PNG.
That is which format?
And if I'm using Photoshop, I'll be able to change the color because Photoshop gives you. But let me just go ahead and apply other pictures.
So
Shadow Lord. Shadow Lord.
Come on,
I want to change something. I want to add the point so that when I'm applying shadow, I'll be, it was showing inches before. It's too much opacity of the shadow.
No, I want to see the shadow.
The shadow lord, you don't join shadow lord.
No, the shadow.
I'll take it to the point where I feel it's okay. 25%.
What is this? Change the color.
I didn't change the color. It's because I wanted to select it. There are two now. You understand? I want to do something. I will take one down. Expand the appearance. That's convert it. Yes, yes. I told you guys that you cannot follow if I'm doing the design. Remember, we have a lighter color version. Those are the reasons why I wanted to do grading. That's okay. Now I understand what's going on. I have to upcode. Swatch. I really need to do this thing well. Something I'm trying to achieve since. You notice something?
Yeah.
I've used the color now. Those colors you get used, I've used this color now. So original milk. Okay, you say for infant, have you? For infant. I use the second font now. So let's assume this brand has two types of fonts. Cocon and Comic Sans.
Okay, the font does not mean it must be the label.
No, it was not. Anyway, I went to copy, I supposed to copy a background note. So I use that.
You are charging
I mean, if this was Photoshop, I don't go fast since. I'm just killing my time here because I'm trying to do AI load.
What about the color?
So far so good. Okay, I've not introduced this color, have you? Okay, let me do it here somewhere now. Let me introduce pen 2.
Will you guys do something? Do this inside container?
Yeah.
Where is the open?
A power clip. So let's see. I think it's sitting right here now. The logo. Listen, I'll try and see if it sits right here. If it sits right here. I want to put something there. And I don't want it to be slanted.
Milligram.
I don't know. I just.
You can for drugs now. 500 grams.
Okay. I'm just trying. Mine.
You can for drugs now. Come on, do your brand, you're using milligram.
So far so good. We created a logo. We did a design. We did it together. It's supposed to be pure white. Let me go and look for the pure white version. This stuff I put here. No, it's showing. If it was Photoshop, I'll brighten it. Why is this thing not opening? CS2, PNG, abstract. Okay. I didn't download. I didn't keep the SVG version. With SVG in AI now, you can change the color. Let me convert it. Photoshop that will give it to me. Convert it. No, just use levels. Use levels. Like if I want to go and even do it in Photoshop now, I will embed it. Keep it somewhere, not there, because anything I do to it, it will take effect everywhere. That's where to say. I will embed it, and where will I save this book? Okay, let me say our graphics class. Keep it here. Look at the name here, abstract shape 6 white transparent, and keep it here. You saw that it was saving as PSD. You didn't see it, have you? It was saving as PSD. So I'll go to Photoshop. And correct it. Let me bring this Photoshop here.
How easy to change that?
Hue and saturation.
You need to change the color.
Okay, that could be another option. That's true. That could be another option. Let me just open it. Let me open it. Let me go back to the logo reviewing where we saved it. Graphics class. Abstract shape 6. You see it? Not sure here that there's one small this thing, but let's just make it completely white. So we use a hue and saturation, control U, and bring this here. And lightness, see lightness, if you take it down, it becomes dark. Take it white, completely white, so I will be sure it's white. and possibly just remove saturation so that you are sure there's no color. We know there's no color, but just to take note and save. And when it asks you to save, say yes, save. So it should take effect. Now let's go back to this thing. Some files are missing or modified in the links panel. Would you like to update them? This question is for this. If you say yes, automatically it will update the file. It still did not take effect. No, not to import it. I believe this thing is from the eyes. There is element of black at the edges.
You can take it away in this
in Photoshop. I said if I was designing in Photoshop, say it would be very easy for me to do it and it's off. You understand? But AI is not a raster based. So I believe that's where this problem is. Effect.
It happens in this
No.
Some PNG file has outline. I think it's to remove the outline.
Okay, yes. Okay, I beg, ask your questions. Oh. We have spent time too much today. Even the next one, sir, I'm not sure we'll be able to do it again. What? Okay.
I want to do the other logo.
Which logo?
That one will be color.
Okay, let's see how it will look like. Okay, I will. Okay, so let's I think we need to work on the outline differently. Let me change this thing to black so that I will see the outline. So I ungroup it, then select the white and fill it up with the color. I'm coming. Fill it up with the color. It's affecting everything. Okay, I see the problem. Control Z. Oh, I need to isolate. Isolate is like enter inside the power clip. So I'll go in.
This one, the power clip before.
When you expand, you know I expanded as appearance before.
Okay.
It will group, you understand, and power clip. That's exactly. Actually, in AI, power clip in CorelDRAW, AI combines both power clip and grouping together. You understand? So the way you go and edit power clip is the same way you come here. You edit power clip and edit group. You understand? For those of you that understand power clip, I'm explaining this thing. Is when we get to that point in CorelDRAW, I will explain all these ones. When you hear that somebody is doing logo, you'll be thinking, And I mean, it's charging logo. You're thinking, what is the person doing that is making the person to charge like that? It's because of the detail the person spends time in doing that thing. It's just the detail. You see? Throw it around like.
It's not the Satin, S-I-R-T-I-N.
Daddy buy me SIRTIN. Who wants the top of the
On this color.
I know it's not working, so I want to take a very light version that is differentiating from the background. That's exactly what I want. So though this color is not contrasting well, it's not contrasting well, but at least we've seen that this might mean to us find a third color or use a 90-degree complementary principle.
Find that color.
That will be the major color for the logo. That's the essence. When you're doing a logo design, if I show you, let me open now so you see it.